Hello, welcome to Ekidel. We are trained future civil and structural engineer. My name is Justice Umoka and I am your instructor. Today, I will be showing you the part 14 of this 16-story building in ProtaStructure, and on this part 14, we will be performing the structural analysis and design of this 16-story building, having a swimming pool at the top and also having a waffle slab. So if you have not been following us up on this 16-story building, I will say that you can get the cat file and then follow us up from part 1 up to this part 14, which is now the design stage, because we have just completed the modeling stage of this 16-story building. On our last part, we did the material selection, where we'll have to select the concrete grade and the steel grade. So on this part now, we will now begin the structural analysis. Okay, so let's begin right now. Okay, so right now, as you can see, on our last part, we have already done selecting our material properties and all that, and we also performed building model check for this 16-story building. Okay, so right now, the next thing we'll begin right now is now perform the building analysis before we now enter into the building design properly. Okay, so right now, I will now click on this place right now here. Now, if I still repeat again, if you have errors when you are checking your building model here on your part 13, make sure you have rectified that. Okay, so right now I will now move on to the part onto the part 14, which is now the building analysis. Now on this place right now, I want to perform the building analysis first before I'll now come and design. Okay, so we will have to follow it sequentially because this is a high-rise building. I want to perform the building analysis first before I begin my design. Okay, so right now I'm not going to pick I will not pick any of these things for now until when I want to begin my design. So right now I will now go ahead to perform the building analysis. Okay, so I'll come here just now and then click on this place that says building analysis and wait for it to now begin the building analysis. So while we wait for it to complete the building analysis, I will just take you for a storytell of how we got to this stage of our 16-story building, so that if maybe you are a new subscriber, I will say that here on Ekidel, we train structural and civil engineer and help them to build their career. So you can subscribe to our channel and have that confidence that you, in the next 1 to 2 years, your career will be built perfectly. And also, if you are also an advanced civil and structural engineer and you want to advance yourself on the use of softwares and all that, I think Ekidel here is the best platform for you guys all over the world. And also, we also have a global WhatsApp group where all engineers across the world meet and ask questions. If maybe you are trying to design for a structure and you have questions, or you just encounter an issue, then you can just ask questions on the group chat, and all engineers around the world will give you their suggestion based on their experience, and I think that will be able to guide you through. And also, we also place updates there and also materials for structural designs and all that. So I think you will be able to join that WhatsApp group following the link down below. So join the Ekidel WhatsApp group and be among the Ekidel engineers around the world. Okay, so while we wait for the structural design to perform fully, as you can see right now, it is running the structural. It's now running the structural analysis and all that. So I will also say that I want to use this medium right now to greet most of my subscribers in Ghana, and also to greet my subscribers in Albania, to greet Ekidel subscribers also in Somalia. Last time, that was 2 days ago, I had a conference call with some engineers from Somalia, and it was very, very nice. I also want to use this medium to greet also some students that have also been chatting me up from Uganda. You guys are doing wonderfully great. And also my new students from Zambia. I think you guys are doing great too. And also, I want to also introduce to you what they call Ekidel Mentorship Class. Ekidel Mentorship Class is a platform that we set aside to train to anyone that is interested to build up his career. Basically, we teach very well here on our free YouTube channel, and we'll make sure we teach you guys so that in case those people that cannot afford to enroll for our Ekidel mentorship class, they can also achieve some things here. Okay, because our main goal is to be able to eradicate structural collapse. That's why if we have more channels that are also teaching structural design like this, you will see that in the nearest future, 40 years from now, you will see that the rate at which structural collapse will be very, very minimal. Also, I want to greet my friends from China. You guys are doing wonderfully great. I also want to greet my friends from Jamaica and also friends from Italy. You guys are doing great. And also, I will not forget my friends from Tanzania and also my amazing friends from Nigeria and also from Niger Republic. All over the world, people are watching Ekidel and will say thank you and thank you and thank you. And also, we are having more and more subscribers. Just last 2 days, we hit 4,000 subscribers. And for your good notice, Ekidel is less than 1 year and 6 months. Okay, we are barely 1 year and 3 months currently. So I can have and say that you guys are doing wonderfully great. And for what we are doing, recommending our channel to your friends and colleagues, I would say thank you so much. I'm using this medium to just explain this because we are still waiting for the building analysis to complete. Else I would have chosen to pause it and then come back, but I don't want to pause it. I just want you to feel and see how the building design and also everything will go through. Okay, so also I want to greet my new friends from Malawi. Currently, not too long, that was on the 22nd of November 2023, we got new subscribers from Malawi. I must say you guys are doing wonderfully great by sharing our videos all around the social platforms, on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. You guys are doing wonderfully great, and also recommending your friends and colleagues all around the world to join and to come and experience what is happening here on Ekidel. Ekidel is like a grant where you come and update yourself after you are done with your course after you're done with your studies in the university or on your master's program and all that. And also, if you're also a working class, this is also a platform or a channel where you can also upgrade your career. Okay, so Ekidel is vast for everybody, but I would say that if you want to benefit more from our Ekidel engineers, I would advise you guys to enroll for Ekidel mentorship class. Although our mentorship class is quite expensive, is ranging around $480. Okay, but I would say that you can make the savings and save for that for the next few months and all that, and then enroll for that. The reason why I'm emphasizing for you to enroll is not to help us Ekidel, but is to help you guys, is to help you to get more experience in structural design. Because when we are during our time of recording videos on Ekidel here, we might not be able to say much of the things, not because we are trying to hide it, but because we are trying to make the video duration not to be too lengthy. So because of that, we might be able to mix up some parts. But on our Ekidel mentorship class, we use Google Meet, Zoom, or Microsoft Teams to teach and share our screen. So we have enough time to express ourselves, to teach you until you are able to understand what it stands about structural design. We also have Ekidel mentorship class on structural design in case you are having difficulties on structural design. You can also enroll for that. Okay, we have just employed a new structural engineer that will be taking on structural detailing. So basically, by the month of December 2023, you will see the new structural engineer will be coming up online here on our Ekidel platform to teach you guys structural detailing. Okay, so that's because we want to cut across all corners of civil and structural engineering. By 2024, we will also introduce road design. For those of you that have been asking about road design, we are still looking for structural engineers that will take purely on road design. Okay, so you can see that Ekidel has a vision for where we are going to. Okay, and also I thank everyone that have been sending a message of thanks for how we have been doing great here on Ekidel. We really love that, and we love that too. Okay, you can get our paid course videos from our video descriptions down below. You can just visit our channel and all that. And also, we also accept PayPal for payment in case most of you that have been having difficulties in making payments using our seller website platform, which is our online store. You can also make payments through PayPal and all that. In the next month, which is December, we will also be accepting payment from Stripe, from Alipay, from Google Pay, from Apple Pay, and also from WeChat Pay. We will be accepting payment from all these platforms. Okay, so these are just to help our subscribers to serve you guys better. We also have course on Udemy, so if in case you want to enroll for our course on Udemy, you can get that too. And also, more importantly, when you're watching our channel on our video here on YouTube, you will see the place that they say join Ekidel channel and become a member of Ekidel channel. Now, if you click on that join button, you will see a series of levels and all that. Now we have a paid or a premium videos for our membership people or subscribers that have joined our membership platform and all that. You will enjoy exclusive videos. So I can see that for the advanced level, it's not up to $2 and all that. So you can quickly enroll for that and get yourself equipped using our paid course videos, which we have already attached on each of the levels for the join membership. Okay, so you can see that right now, you can see that it is almost done with the structural analysis. It took not less than 12 minutes. As you can see that we have been talking for the past 11 minutes from now. So I think before it gets to 13 minutes, this should be done. Okay, so let's just hold on for that to just complete, and then we'll come back to it again right now. Okay, so right now you can see that it is almost done with what it's doing. Right now it is trying to create segment for the mesh wall, okay? Because you can see that right now, since we have a reinforced wall, we have a concrete wall for the swimming pool and all that, it will create a mesh because it will try to use a finite element method to now analyze the wall. The reason why using this finite element method is because it wants to carry the load of the swimming pool and transfer it to the vertical members. I said that before on the part 13. So if you have not watched that, I would advise you go and watch that and then gain more ideas on what I said about that, okay? So, and also, I also attached a voice narrative for the part 13. That's because we missed some parts, some things that we are meant to talk or tell you guys. We missed it. So that was why we attached a voice narrative on that particular part of the video. So if maybe that looks so disturbing to you guys, I'll say sorry for that. But that voice recording was necessary to attach to that part 13. That's because it is mainly required of you to hear about that. Okay, so right now you can see that it is almost done with the structural analysis, as you can see that right now. So we will now be entering into the structural design. It took around 9 minutes 32 seconds to perform the structural analysis. So right now it is trying to save all the output that was gotten from the beam and from the steel, which is the reinforcement members and all that. So let's just hold on for it to finish off right now. So if your own structural design is having issues and you'll be throwing this up, I would say that you should rectify that following the errors that will appear when you make your building model check. As you can see that when we did our building model check on the part 13, there was nothing like an error. So I would say that you should just rectify that before you can proceed for your building analysis. Okay, so let's hold on for it to finish up just now. Okay, so I can see right now it is almost done with the structural analysis. So it can take quite some time, but I think it will not take more than 25 minutes. That's because it is a high-rise building, so it needs to transfer the load evenly through all the members and then perform a load chase down to the foundation, so they can get the exact axial load, which will now be applied on the pie, on each of the pies, okay, and also on the pie cap too, and then also on the pie. So you can see that it will take some time to finish up. So don't be in a haste. Once you click on the place that says building analysis and all that, just don't be in a haste, and then just leave it to finish up the building analysis and all that. Then we will now enter into the design stage, which will not take much time, although it can take up to 16 minutes to perform the design, because it will have to design for the beams, and if there is any reinforcement that is failing, or that is not sufficient, it will just use the next bar, which you provided. Don't forget that we provided 16 millimeter diameter for our beam reinforcement as the minimum and a maximum of 25. So if 16 is not sufficient, it will pick 20 and then 25, okay, and so on. Okay, so after that, now it will now also design for the slab and also for the columns and also for the reinforced concrete wall. So you can see that it has like about 4 elements to perform the structural design for that. So just give it some time to finish up. So right now you can see that the total time that was completed was 18 minutes 14 seconds. That was what was used to complete the building analysis stage. So you can see that here right now that they say building analysis completed, okay, and it took 18 minutes 41 seconds. That's because of this is a high-rise building, okay, and because it has much load that needs to be transferred, okay. So once you see this, then wait for it to finish up, because it is still trying to finalize it. Once it is done, this close button here will now be highlighted. Okay, so again, here right now you can see that our relative structural drift on both direction is satisfied and it's okay. You can see that. So make sure that your drift is always okay when you're done with your building analysis. Once it's not okay, don't just accept it. Make sure this good is ticked. This good that is ticked here means that it is okay. So you can see that on this 16-story building, our model and also our design is perfectly okay. So let's now enter into the design stage, because we have just completed the structural analysis stage. So right now, let's now move on to the next stage. Now I'll come here right now and then say what? Okay, because it's okay. And then once this shows, now I will now click on close. So this place must be active before I now click on what? Close here. So with this now, you can now see that it is okay, and then you can now see the final message that what analysis is what completed. Let's can see that. So with this now, we can now go ahead and then now click on what? Close. But before I click on close, we will now move on to what? The design stage, because what we have just done is the building analysis, and that will be on the part what? On the part 15, because the part 14, which we just did right now, focused purely on the structural analysis, which took over 18 point something minutes, 18 minutes, 41 seconds to complete. Okay, so right now let's now move on to the design stage. Okay, so watch out now for the part 15, which is the structural design stage, and that is where we are going to see if the sizes of this column are sufficient to withstand the wind effect and also to carry the load of the structure, and also the columns around the pool here, if they are also sufficient to carry the load. Don't forget that we reduced the size of the swimming pool, or sorry, the size of this column that around the top area here around the swimming pool. We reduce, so we will also check if that size too is also able to carry the weight of the pool and all that. So all those ones right now will be on the design stage. Okay, so right now let's now move on to the structural design stage, and that will be on the part 15. So see you there, and God bless you. Bye.